Pleasant good morning. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado, just about 30 minutes from Denver International Airport. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Today we're going to take a look at this 2017 Ram 3500. It is a 1-ton unit. It is dually, so it has dual wheels in the back. We're going to show you some of the upgrades, why people choose to upgrade their unit, especially for a unit like this. Off the bat, we could see right now this one does have a steel bed on there, and of course a grill guard up front. And some of the interior features also with the different trim levels are available on those types of trucks. This one is the Laramie Longhorn, so this one is fully loaded, has a ton of features inside. Some a lot of people don't use, but again, a lot of people like those options on a unit like this. So we're going to take a look around this unit, kind of show you and point out where certain things are. With this particular one, that grill guard, we'll talk about grill guards right now, or people call it bumper guards, people call it bull guards, whatever you want to call it. It's to protect that front end of that unit. Typically you'll see some of those units as well with light bars on there, which gives you more lighting, especially driving in those dark areas at nights. There's a lot of times we go camping at night, just to pull up to that campsite. It's so dark, having that extra lighting on there does help. The grill guard up front, again, the protection. A lot of wildlife tend to just fly through those roads and stuff, and you just want to protect that front end and yourself in that truck, so having that is a plus on there. A lot of those 1-ton pickups do come with engine block heaters. A lot of times people try to look for where those plugs are located. On this particular one, the plug is located underneath, between the front bumper. So that's where you will find majority of the time those will be hanging. Again, this one does come with front and rest sensors. Again, with that being said, that's protection, especially going into tight spots, knowing how far you are from an object. So that front and rest sensor will actually tell you how close you are to whatever object it is, a tree, a rock, or whatever. Again, a lot of people like to know what's underneath the hood. So most times when you open up a hood, or if you just looking from the outside, you'll actually know what engine and transmission is inside a particular vehicle. With this particular one, we had a 6.7 liter Cummins engine, and it also partnered with the Allison 6-speed automatic transmission. A lot of people call it Allison. With Ram, it's not Allison, it's Allison. So one way to find out what type of transmission a Ram vehicle have, if you're looking at the vehicle like I'm doing right now, and the dipstick for the transmission is on the oil dipstick is on the right hand side, is the Allison transmission, and if it's on the left hand side is a regular 6-speed automatic transmission. So that yellow dipstick will be on that right side, and again, if it's on the left side, is a regular 6-speed automatic transmission. With this particular one, has a little lamp up here. Once you open up the hood, this light will come on. Again, give you a little bit of lighting when working at night if you want to check something out. Again, dual batteries, fuse box. You have certain things you can fill up your windshield washer wiper fluid, and of course everything is pretty much clearly labeled so you guys could see all the different parts in the engine. Again, as we come around, I did mention on certain vehicles you'll find that stamp showing if it's a 6-speed or if it's a Cummins, if it's a Detroit, whatever the case may be, Duramax. With the Ram, you will see that Cummins stamp up here. Again, you always have to make sure those stamps are legit by actually seeing what's inside the engine. A lot of people will put aftermarket labels on there just for fun, but again, knowing what type of engine you have and transmission makes it easier to know what you're driving. Again, this trim level is the Laramie Longhorn. So like I said earlier, the features on here, you will have tons of features that you may or may not use, but again, I'll point some of those out. This one does come with factory running boards. Again, as we open up that front door, one of the things to kind of look at, this one does have keyless entry. So if the keys are on you, and what I'll do is take the keys out of the vehicle for now. So with this little button here, sometimes you'll find it on all 4 doors, or you'll find it only on the front doors. But if you press this will actually lock the vehicle. Once the key is on you, in your purse, in your bag, again, once you come up to the vehicle, you put your hand in the door, it will automatically open. So that's a cool feature to have, especially not having to dig in your pockets or your bags for the key. So keyless entry does work pretty nice on those units. As we come and look at the front end, again with the Laramie Longhorn, you get that kind of ranch look with the brown leather and the tan interior. Again, there's a lot of things to look at here. On the driver's seat, instead of having those buttons on the doors, you have it right here. So this will be your memory seat buttons here. Again, this one does have electrical adjust seats, lumbar system down here. And as we pan onto the door, apart from the storage we have in the door, you have your power windows, power locks, powered mirrors also. And of course, this one does come with folding mirrors as well. Again, with a bigger truck like this and bigger mirrors, when you park in certain spots, you want to have that feature on that vehicle. Certain vehicles also have the setting. Once you lock the vehicle, that folding mirror come in. And I'm sure this unit has that feature also in the settings. Once you lock the vehicle, those mirrors will come in. But if in case those settings are not there before you get out of the truck, you could just press this button, close the mirrors, and avoid anybody damaging that. And once you come back in the vehicle, you'll open up those mirrors before you hit the road. All your light options here, a lot of people tend to ask those questions, what all those switch or lights do. If you put it on auto, once a vehicle has auto, I recommend leaving it on auto all the time. So once it gets a certain level of darkness, the lights will come on automatically. With certain vehicles as well, you do have automatic or daytime running lights. So with that auto feature, this gives it an upper hand. Once it gets darker, the headlights will come on. But if you just want your regular lights on, or if you want your brights, you have those options here. Again, if you push here, that will turn on your fog lights, and over here will be your cargo light as well. So this one does come with automatic or adjustable pedals. So if you have longer legs or shorter legs, you could actually adjust as needed. We'll take a look in the back seat. Of course, this is the crew cab, so you can see the amount of space in here. We do have a bunch of charging options here. We have 2 USB plug-ins, well, 1 USB plug-in, 1 HDMI, and a 12-volt plug-in here. This one does come equipped with rear entertainment, so you do have 2 screens on the back headrest of those front seats. And of course, the back seats are heated. Right underneath those seats, you have storage. And of course, you have this board that will turn that back end to a flat surface if in case you are towing or bringing in stuff that needs to be level. Especially when you go grocery shopping, you could just pull all those forward and put it on here instead of having to put those bags on your seats. Luggage, equipment, whatever the case may be, and you need that flat surface, you have that option on here. Again, more storage in all 4 doors. You have it throughout this truck. When it comes to that bed, as you guys can see, the brand on here is Brandford built. You do have your depth fluid input over here, your diesel input over here, and of course you got storage boxes throughout this bed of the truck. Again, it's not super big, but it's small enough or big enough to carry some equipment, some tools. Again, those are lockable, so you could store those stuff in here, lock it in, so your personal items don't get stolen. Same size storage box in the back end, so you have the same storage throughout that bed. Again, a lot of people choose to put those beds on here, especially those people who do construction or they have ranches. Again, this does come with a gooseneck ball setup, and as you guys can see, there is a tray that will come and cover that up. and again give you that flat surface. So if in case you're not pulling a trailer and you want to carry hay, even your side-by-sides, wood like this right here will be the wood that will go across here to protect anything from falling off. So this will sit right in this bracket here. I think I have it on a different angle, but again, this will sit flat in here. Again, you will have all that bed space to carry stuff. You do have 6 tie downs in total, 3 on each side. So if you want to tie down those materials, you have that option here as well. Again, dual ties in the back, well-made bed, still in great condition. And of course, right now we're going to show you some of the interior features when it comes to the technology. Of course, the entertainment. Like I mentioned, we do have rear entertainment on the seats, the headrests of those seats for your passengers, for your kids. We do have some nice, great leather. Not forgetting the back is heated. The front is heated and cooled. So I'm just gonna turn on the accessories for now. So with that being said, when it comes to the interior of this truck, as you guys can see, this one does come equipped with a sunroof. So you have that option here as well. All your controls will be in that above console up here. This one does come with a rear window. So if you want air to come in and out of that truck, you could actually open those windows up. Over here, you'll typically see those lines or dots instead of lines, but those are your universal garage control switches. This one does come with Uconnect. Uconnect is similar to OnStar, onto all the different subscribers out there for the different vehicle models. Uconnect is a Ram brand subscription. So once you have that, you can actually talk to an assistant without actually picking up your phone. You could call emergency without even picking up your phone. Just press a button. A lot of times phones fall during an accident, cannot be found. Again, if you need assistance or emergency, you could press that button right here. It's just an arm length away. But with that being said, right over here you have a full touchscreen, or you have most of your options you could deal with manually down here. But when it comes to your climate, you could actually turn on your AC. I think I need to have the vehicle on itself. Okay, so you could actually turn on the AC controls. You could actually change your fan levels, touchscreen, or change the temperature. You could actually sync the temperature, so you have the same temperature throughout the whole inside of the vehicle. If your passenger wants to have his or own temperature, you could actually unsync it, and of course I could have it a little bit hotter and the driver could have it a little bit cooler. Again, you do have entertainment when it comes to your radio, AM, FM, and satellite radio. You could actually connect your phone via Bluetooth through the system. This one does come with built-in navigation, or you could use your phone with Apple and Android capability. It also has the easier way to set up your phone via Bluetooth. Just go to your Bluetooth settings on your phone and then follow the prompts on here, exit. Down here, you could actually turn off the screen. You could bring it back. You do have a back button here if you want to go back to a different setting. Down here, you could do all your heat and cold manually. When it comes to heated and cool seats, you could go into control here. You have your heated seats high and low, cool seats high and low, heated steering wheel for both driver and passenger. When it comes to your cargo camera, you do have that view here to see the full bed, or you could get the view of your bumper pull if in case you decide to pull a trailer. Get a nice view here. Continuing, you have your traction off button, tow and haul. You do have your exhaust brake setting here, and of course you have your parking brake sensor front and rear. If you want to turn those on and off, you could actually do that by pressing this switch right here. 5 auxiliary switches. Again, putting a light bar in the front or back of this truck, having lights underneath the truck in the wheel well, whatever the case may be. Anything you need power and need a switch for, instead of adding the aftermarket switch, you could send everything directly to one of those auxiliary switches, so you could just turn on and turn off as needed. So everything is nice and clean inside that unit. A 110 plug-in for your charger, for your phone, for smaller equipment. As you guys can see, it's a 115 volt AC, and of course up to 150 watts. You have some phone holders here. This one actually did come with a nice little charger that would actually charge and use the wireless charger up here. We left this in the vehicle because having wireless charger is actually pretty awesome on a vehicle like this. Cup holders, storage with more plugins in there, and a nice little big storage box here. I've seen a lot of people put personal safes in here. Again, there are built-in features. You could get one for the particular year, make and model for your inside safe. Again, a lot of people carry weapons while driving and stuff like that concealed, so nice way of concealing it and safe. You do have some nice storage boxes in here as well. Storage on the sides and in the doors. Again, this unit is just perfect for what people want it for. Again, with great sound, with the Alpine sound system, just taking a road trip, listening to good music while doing that. Again, you have the option of staying cool or warm on your whole drive. Seats are comfortable. They are AC or heated. You do have tons of options with the sunroof, great view up front, and just a cool ride. I mean, I've driven this vehicle a few times, and then just having the Ram in my head saying how much of a good product it is, whenever I drive this vehicle, it actually drive pretty awesome. But again, there's so many features to go over. How to connect your phone via Bluetooth, which is pretty simple, but not everybody has that tech, you know, in them to know exactly how to do stuff. But there's ways how to go about doing certain things, especially four-wheel drive. You know how to change it to 4 high and 4 low, what speed you need to be at, do you need to stop, and all that stuff. So there's a lot of things you could go over, especially when it comes to the steering wheel. There's so much stuff on the steering wheel that people don't know. Like right now, if I face the steering wheel on the right hand side, you will get that volume controls, and behind on the left we'll have the tracks. You could change all your tracks and your stations. Over here is you will go over your different options on your front screen. You could select different areas, check your fuel filter, check your oil life, check your battery voltage, check how much exhaust fluid you have. Again, the different temperatures up here, your oil temperature, transmission, coolant, air pressure, oil temperature. Again, this one is a push to start, so you have that push to start button right over here. Foot on the brake, press that once, vehicle will start. Again, once you get off the vehicle, you press it, turns off. So everything, the key could stay in your bag throughout this whole trip, not having to come out. Once it's in the vehicle, you are ready and set to go. So this unit has about 117,000 miles. Great unit, still have tons of life on it left. So if you guys have any questions about this particular unit, features, rear axle ratios, and whatever the case may be, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. My number is 661-755-4344. I'll be happy to answer any of you guys' questions about this unit or any unit you might be interested in. One of the cool features too, I forget to mention, with this rear entertainment, the CD, this is individual screens. So you could actually put the CD right above here. So nice way of actually integrating that into that headrest. So you don't have to like pop this out or anything. So you could actually put the CD in and out from the top end of this unit. So you don't have to come here. The front stereo doesn't have any CD inputs for video. So those are located on the headrest above. So thank you guys for tuning in today again. If you have any more questions about this unit, anything you want to know that if it has or not, I'll be able to find that information out for you guys. But in the meantime, thank you for tuning in. We've been looking at a 2017 Ram 3500 Laramie Longhorn. Again, tons of features, and still tons of life on there. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time for another video. Stay tuned.